Hey y'all,
Welcome back
to the channel. Yes, honey.
I know you fucking lying.
Okay then.
Hey y'all, welcome back
To the channel, honey.
to the channel. It is
Saturday.
Sunday.
And it's been a long week.
Y'all, it's been a hella motherfucking long week.
So if you've been following, you know what's already been done and you know what we about to do.
I'm gonna need y'all to catch up because a lot of these reviews that we're gonna be doing today is continuations of last week. And we're not gonna explain the whole situation to y'all again. So y'all gonna have to go back and watch. You better watch the last episode.
Watch and share. Okay.
Most definitely.
We're doing Tiramana again.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be our new Quavo. If you followed us before,
If
you
y'all know, if you know, you know.
like Quavo. So we still sticking with tequila, but I think this is gonna be our new Cuervo. This is the Tiramana Reposado.
Definitely rock. I'm gonna need you to come out with a bigger bottle. Like, what size is this?
Can we get a bigger bottle? Because I think that's a 750.
Yeah, we need a liter.
It needs to be bigger.
Definitely. We drink.
Because at this point, we done got used to the taste, and it's smooth. Okay?
It is so smooth, y'all. I don't know how y'all take liquor down, but it only takes us but a couple times, literally two, for us to get used and know what to do.
Okay. We get used to it. We kind of know how it affects us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we just need a bigger bottle. So we're getting into Real Housewives of Atlanta, episode 4.
Get ready.
Y'all ready?
Yes.
Let's get into the drama.
All right now.
Okay, so y'all know if Kenya, she's practicing with Mayetta for this Magic City football game. Okay, It's sponsored by her Kenya Moore Hair Care.
Kenya Moore Hair Care.
Kenya Moore Hair Care.
Go Kenya.
Okay, so she's getting ready for that. She did have like a little cameo moment with Roy,
which is Mayetta's best friend. It seems like Mayetta have a lot of male best friends, but that ain't my business. Mayetta best friend. This ain't the first best friend that Mayetta had that was a male. And it seemed like things are really kicking off. I mean, he called while they were doing the rehearsal and, you know, just checking in, and she's blushing and she's saying he got really good D.
Now, she mentioned that she's been trying to get this divorce and the separation and all that shit since 2019. Here we are, 2023.
Mark, what are you doing?
She claims that Mark is the one who has not signed the divorce papers, which has been, you know, halting everything from moving forward.
I believe her.
And she also said that she's had that D.
Roy is really good D.
Roy,
look,
vegan man.
I need you to come on the show and give us a what's your right man? What's Martell. How he sat up there, took his ass upstairs, and very inconspicuously tried to show off his print.
He was very doing that shit like very open.
He was, but he thought he was inconspicuous.
Girl,
Roy, I'm gonna need you to do a point blank in the period.
We just trying to see because she's basically saying that the D was good,
and I just want to know how big the D is.
I know, and I mean, you know, I like a little white chocolate.
I know. She said she happy. I want to know why.
So Sonya, she mentions that she's working as a NBC sports analyst, covering track meets along with her business, Mommy Nation.
I'm so happy you let us know that.
I'm happy you let us know that too.
I never thought you wasn't busy or anything like that, but I'm definitely happy that you let us know what other businesses you are running. Because had it been a couple more episodes of you being messy, I'd have been asking, Sonya, what the fuck are you doing right now? Because I know you ain't running no goddamn track, races.
Yeah.
So thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, it was nice to know that you
You booked and busy.
You booked and busy.
That's what she said the whole time. I'm busy.
Yes. So she tells her mom and her sister about Ross wanting to have his house back. And that's just that on that. She said, oh, he just wanted to be just the Rosses.
Okay, it's about time.
Sonia, we happy for you. Your delivery was shitty.
You think so?
I think so. It's your mom.
Be us again. Oh. Just the Rosses.
I'm ready to have a Ross house.
Or two. I always thought it was a year or two.
But things could just never be the same. To be just y'all again.
Yeah, but he says it has nothing to do with you guys.
Us all living together allows Sonia and Ross to move pretty freely and not troops. No. And get on out of here, girl.
Please, no, Shez, listen. I want y'all to stay.
It's not, don't take it personal. It's hard not to.
I don't want to hurt your feelings.
It's your mom, your dad, your sister and her husband and their kids. You could have explained it a little bit better. Like, girl, I know you mentioned that y'all was moving or whatever. What's going on with that? You know, just really like getting into it. Ease into it. Not just saying, so you know Ross said he wanted to just be Ross. It was the way that you said it. So, yeah, I would have took it that way, too. Even though she had already planned on her and her husband and her kids moving. We already know that mom and dad is moving down to Florida. It just was, the delivery wasn't all that great. And so her sister kind of like walked off and she was just like, yeah, you know, you being selfish or whatever.
And self-centered. And said that she really just Sonia really wants us around. For free childcare.
It's convenient.
The freedom to be able to move around like you're single and don't have other responsibilities. You don't have to worry about your house being taken care of. You don't have to worry about your child being taken care of. You can just, hey, we got to worry
too much about the business.
Because it's going to be taken care of.
Right. Her and her husband is working for your business. You know, Ross is going back and forth down to, is it Texas?
Yes,
to do
the chauffeuring.
The chauffeur business, and then you all over the place now. So, I mean, yes, your family is a great, you know, asset. They're very beneficial to you and Ross's progress. I don't think you guys are really thinking things through, especially since you don't have a backup assistant, a backup, you know, project manager, a backup this, a backup that. You don't got no backup.
At all.
You should have been very strategic in your
how
planning.
you let things go. I agree with you. I think you should have been very strategic. Strategic as in, hey, just because I know this is something that me, a Taurus like Candy, would do, you working for me. And hey, I'm thinking what Ross is saying that we need our own space back. However, you know, the realtor that I was working with to get this spot, they let us know that they got a couple rentals and it's actually one, maybe a neighborhood over, a street down. You know, maybe we can go look at that together.
Right.
Because at this point, if they were to move, they don't have to stay in Atlanta if they don't want to. They could take their ass back to Jamaica.
Right.
And then it will be no way to rekindle that business relationship.
Right.
Because they're going to be all the way. So, yeah, you should have took a moment, breathe about it, talked about it with yourself, and figure how you should have approached it. Don't just approach with the problem, come with solutions as well.
Yeah.
That's how you should have did that, Sonia.
Sonia, keep working on it.
And then
Marlo, she does a Halloween photo shoot with her and the boys.
That shit, when you showed your past ones, Marlo, I didn't even know you did that. Like, you be hitting them looks. Some shit is looking good.
We always post us shit.
Honey, I barely be on Instagram.
She mentioned having the previous charge of stabbing somebody. She's saying that it's preventing her from bearing arms, which is having a firearm. And she doesn't really feel safe in her place since the break-in. So she wants to get her a firearm. But in order for her to do that, she has to have her record expunged.
The break-in and everything that happened at the house, I don't feel safe without having a gun.
I need to get my record expunged because that's an old chapter of my life. She's like, oh, hold on, I'm going to give you the number. I'm going to call the guy.
We can either apply for a full pardon or a specific...
I'm so excited. So say a prayer. I want you to meet her as well. She's supposed to come by today. She's worldwide and she helps the world. You've never helped me get my charges expunged. Oh my God, I'm looking like, wait, you whisper like a ghost. Hey, Boogie! This is Courtney. I just said your name.
Now, Marlo feels that Candy could have helped her get her charges expunged. So she instead relies on Courtney to help her. Now, Marlo, you being messy as shit because you already knew it was some drama going on between Courtney and Candy. And all of a sudden, your motherfucking record is what, 20 years old? Bitch, if you really wanted Candy to help you, you would have been mentioned this shit, and I'm pretty sure she would have been helped you if she
never
knew about
did.
it. You never mentioned this shit up until now. So now I know you are a strategic bitch because you plan all the motherfucking fields. Anybody who seems to have an issue with Candy or have something to say negatively about Candy, you teaming up with them. So you forming alliances at this point.
I don't like that.
And you also forming those alliances with people that you know you can manipulate so that it will benefit you. Courtney being the first one. And Courtney, you don't know that bitch. You better tread lightly
at all.
You better tread lightly.
I don't like that, Marlo. I don't like that because, like I said last episode, why every time you have an episode, you're talking about Candy, and Candy is in the music business. She's in the entertainment business, and not at any point did she sit up here and claim to be Kim Kardashian, who want to fake it to go out there and meet the fucking president and get parties and all this motherfucking bullshit like that. She didn't say she was doing that. So why did you expect her to help you with your legal issues? Well, I'm gonna need your ass to be a motherfucking adult and go look up about your own legal issues.
It's very simple, Marlo.
Very. What if you got shit to do with that conversation?
All this money that you say you got, you could have literally found somebody to help you get your record expunged.
Okay, then.
Or at least bought the information, although it's free.
Okay, then. And don't sit up there and act like Courtney doing you a motherfucking favor because this is her field. She's a crisis manager. This is the type of shit that they do. So, I found me a case. Somebody talking to me about it. Yeah, let me go ahead and pick this up. So don't sit up there and act like she's doing you a motherfucking favor because you could have got any motherfucking other crisis manager out there to do it. But you just so happen to work with somebody who knows something. And now this one didn't know. Who the fuck told you Candy was legal? Ain't nobody told you she was into legal to the legality and shit.
She knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody that can help out. But at the end of the day, you should not be relying on your friends to help you get out of your own.
That ain't your friend.
Drama. You need to be relying on yourself. You got yourself in that shit. You get yourself out of it. Now, had you mentioned it to Candy and you said, oh, yeah, I mentioned it to Candy however many episodes ago, and she said she was going to help me and she never did. You ain't say that. So you can't say that somebody should be helping you if you never even mentioned that you needed help.
Honey, you need to be reaching out to Drew or Sheree, people that done actually had some legal fucking problems and legal advice. Like,
she picking a bone. That's all it is.
You trying to create a storyline this motherfucking season, and I don't like that, Marlo. You just got a peach like 2 years ago. Sit your ass down.
She says that Candy keeps having shootings, multiple, and she wants to get to the bottom of why Candy isn't showing empathy. We only heard about one shooting, and the fact that you indicated that there were more lets me know that you're even more of a messier bitch. I recognize when somebody is going through something. It's obvious that you're going through something.
And is.
And I wish you would let go of that life coach and get you a real therapist.
And do.
And no tea, no shade to the life coaches out there. I think what you guys do is so much very close to therapy. You know, you guys do a lot of more activities and different things to help people realize where the underlying issue lies. So I'm not shading nobody.
But you can't prescribe nothing. You can't recommend too much of anything medical wise if somebody turns out to need some medical attention.
I really need you to realize that therapists go through therapists and counselors, you know what I'm saying? Both tracks go through a whole process of getting their license and of building those relationship networks with the state, so forth, so on. have connections when it comes to psychotherapists, when it comes to psychiatrists. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need you to realize that you may need to go a different route. And your life coach is great, maybe for the boys. However, I actually think y'all should have did family therapy.
And should.
You know what I'm saying? And then you should have done individual therapy.
Should have.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want you to get it together. I'm not going to allow for what you're going through to be an excuse for your motherfucking actions.
And won't.
Because you're a grown woman and you have a life coach already, so you know where you're making, you know where you're making issues at. You know what you need to fix. Do better.
And do.
So Sheree goes to see her OBGYN about her fibroids. You know, she's also going through the menopause stage. And
so you old. Recognize. I just saying. Recognize.
And she's trying to figure out, you know, why she's going through the changes that she's going through.
You old.
And she's thinking about this surgery where she can get her fibroids shrunk or shrinking or whatever.
Yeah, they say shrink it and then suck it out.
You know, so
talking about I don't have time for surgery. You ain't got nothing but motherfucking time, Sheree. Because what the fuck are you doing? You ain't filling no orders.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got no distribution center to be at every motherfucking day, or else anytime we saw your motherfucking scene, you be at that motherfucking distribution center. You at home every motherfucking time we see you or at a party. I just don't understand. What illegal shit is you doing? What are you doing? Where is the money coming from, Sheree? Talk about you ain't got time. You ain't got nothing but time. You ain't paying nobody. Do shit. That makes shit at a standstill. You got time.
I just need you to
get some time.
figure it out. Because the shit you be saying is just like,
it don't make
what?
sense. Right. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. Talk about my business, and we clearly see your business ain't doing shit. So what time do you not have if your business is not doing shit?
So,
girl,
Sonya, she says that her brother-in-law quit.
I'm not surprised.
None of us are.
Girl, you
Sonya,
do that.
We know you are the HBIC. Is it HBIC?
Yes.
Yes, we know you are the HBIC. And that's clear within the household.
Your sister tired of that shit.
Okay. Okay, because you need to learn how to talk to your people when it's professional and also personal. But because it's so personal, y'all live together, y'all work together, you need to know how to communicate a little bit more effectively as it relates to your business and then your relationship with your sister. No, you don't have this close relationship with that man. That's your sister's husband.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, your sister, her first priority is her family.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean immediate family.
Her husband and her 2 kids.
Okay.
2, right?
Yes.
2 kids.
The husband and the 2 kids. So if she sees something that's going on between you and her husband, it's a motherfucking problem. Because at the end of the day, you my sister, but this my motherfucking husband.
Hence why she left your ass at that photo shoot with no stylist, no hairstylist.
Okay. So Sonya, you gotta do better. You know, this is what we've been telling you. Your communication is shitty. You know what I'm saying? Like the way you address people, the way you talk to people, the fact that you can't remember some shit at some time.
You're scary.
What?
She's scary. She's scary. That's what I think it is. She's scary. Yeah. She'll say some shit, but really it don't be what she need to say, what she knows she should have said.
Yeah.
Because she's scared to know how they really would have reacted had she said it how it needed to be fucking said it.
Yeah.
You scared.
I'm gonna need you to get it together. So she feels that the business is putting a strain on her relationship with her sister, and which it is. You knew this from the get-go. You knew this before you even agreed to you guys' business relationship being a factor.
Period.
You knew it. Mm-hmm. So maybe you shouldn't have went into business with somebody that you're living with and also somebody that's also in your family. It just doesn't make sense. I understand about taking your peoples with you.
But they can be living somewhere else while we coming up together.
I got to.
That's like a tall tale, old tale. Some old information that you should have learned back motherfucking then. That's what it is. You should have known that. That's one of those lessons. You know they got lessons that you learn as you get older, and then you got some shit that people just individually experience in their life. That's one of those lessons that everybody learns as they get older.
Yeah.
You should have been learned that.
You should have been better. So Kenya, she gets prepared for her parade performance, and Drew, she has the flu. Candy has a prior commitment. Then you got Kenya sniffling, coughing all over the motherfucking place. Don't know how to cover you don't even know how to cover your mouth as a grown ass woman. You coughing into your motherfucking arm, bitch. Do you not know that shit comes under here? That shit. This comes out over, around, everywhere. This shit work.
And they were literally sitting like how I'm sitting. This is Kenya. I'm sitting. This is how close we
and then
together.
You got people sitting in the back and in the front.
And
then you got Marlo. She's coughing.
Alabama, girls.
It feels like we're in a hospital. I don't know what's worse, getting coughed on by Kenya or sitting in front of Marlo hacking on me.
She's not coughing. She's hawking.
Like he wanted to hawk up some spit.
Y'all know what I mean? Okay, just nastiness all in this little ass little sprinter. It wasn't a bug. It was a sprinter.
Exactly.
Okay, and all y'all going down to motherfucking Alabama. Okay, so they talk about Yass.
Honey.
I was like, well, it was all good when I was
eating your booty.
Eating your booty. So have you eaten his ass in my face? I wouldn't even know what to do down there. Like, what did you do? Kenya, what did you do when you did it? Hold the phone. Wait. Kenya, you've done this before?
We found out Kenya eat the booty. Kenya eat the booty.
If the head ain't good, Kenya will try to ass. That's what she said. That's what she said. She said, if you don't like my head, then I'm going for the ass.
So that's just somebody understanding, Mark, like, why didn't you love
maybe he didn't like the ass.
Your wife? Because she's willing to do anything and everything to make sure that you're satisfied.
That boyfriend before Mark, the husband, he got his ass ate. That's why he was sitting over there. Okay, then.
So Kenya know what she doing.
She can eat that ass up. Indeed. Indeed.
That's my motherfucking lie. I be like, indeed.
Indeed.
Yeah, so Kenya know how to do what she's supposed to do. So I don't understand, Mark. Maybe that's probably why you holding on.
She tried to go down there. He said, I'll get the fuck on.
No. She probably did that shit and she did it too good in the scale.
He do seem a little like he might like it.
Okay.
You just never know.
You're just a little confused.
You never know.
And you think you might want to go back to that old thing.
You know, maybe that's why he ain't divorced his ass. He need to have his alias.
Yes.
You the alias.
And to me, Kenya seems like the type that whenever I call, you going to pick up. And I can come and get my shit ate.
That
and I can go back about my business
here
while you use me for a storyline. Like, he just seemed like the type that just don't even give a fuck.
Honey, he tooted it up.
You know what I'm saying?
And you booted it down.
So Kenya says that she did it. So they do a bucking class. Once they get down to Alabama, they do a bucking class, and Kenya does a competition between Sheree, Courtney, and Marlo. And they do this competition in order to win a prize. At the end of the day, the prize comes down to a bigger room. And Sheree wins.
That's a lie. Marlo won.
Marlo definitely won.
She definitely won.
Marlo won this challenge. And so Kenya, I saw the shade.
Definitely shaded her because you knew that Marlo won. I felt the energy through the TV screen that you won. Marlo really won, but I don't want to give it to this hoe.
Yeah. But you already knew, like, y'all have this up and down relationship. So you just going to choose the person that is in your corner that you believe, because you're in your corner. But we gonna
Marlo ain't in your corner either.
None of them bitches is in your corner.
Okay, then you said the two people in your corner didn't show.
Okay.
Should have been nice.
Yeah. So Sheree wins, and that's just that on that.
Yeah.
Kenya finds out that she was in a movie with Bryce, which is Courtney's baby daddy.
He was all over the place in the 90s.
He was all over in the 90s.
She said that was a beautiful man in the 90s.
He was a beautiful man in the 90s.
He was definitely nice. When I think that's that man from the beauty shop.
That is the man from the beauty shop.
You said it wasn't last time, but when I saw that picture this time, I was like, that is him.
That is him.
That is him.
I apologize.
It's the difference. Like,
what happened?
I didn't want to say that. But it's definitely a difference. Like what you see them pictures back then and what you coming with now, even with the haircut.
I want you to put the motherfucking pictures.
I am, because it's a difference.
This is the motherfucker dreamy fine.
Yeah, that good hair, pink lips. And then you got to get older. But you can get older, sophisticated, and it still look like you. And it looks like you, but it don't look like you. What you been going through, honey? You been going. Courtney done put your ass through the motherfucking ring because you got a 20-something.
And everybody know this movie, the Pandora's Box, Menage a Trois. With Kenya in there, because I remember Kenya. I always thought that she was so beautiful when I seen the movie.
I've never seen the movie,
and I always thought that she was sexy. Okay, the movie was a good movie. If you know anything before BET,
it's on Tubi.
This shit was on DVD. Okay,
it's on Tubi. Go watch it.
And go watch the movie.
I think it's 2 or 3
of them.
They all 3 of them on Tubi.
Kenya was on the first one, y'all. She was on the first one, and that shit was really good.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah,
I've never watched it.
You should watch all 3 of them. There's some really good movies.
I only know him from Barbershop with the man that braided the hair, and they thought he was gay. That's the only thing I know him from. And some shows.
Shows. So Kenya ends up meeting him again, and she's like,
did you see Sheree face? Sheree sitting up there looking like that was her fucking baby daddy. Girl, calm the fuck down. If Courtney ain't got
you jealous.
They didn't even show Courtney face. I don't really know how Courtney face looked. However, they clearly had to have dialed him off of Courtney's phone, so she clearly was not that upset. Girl, you should I don't know that shit hit. Just saying. So, Sheree, why the fuck you over there looking the way that you looking? She like,
well, I already mentioned that everybody at the dinner table was drunk. Everybody was sleeping.
Blueberry mojito.
I love a fucking mojito.
I like a mojito too, and I definitely like a pineapple mojito. My first time trying that was in Las Vegas. I'm drinking mojitos in Jamaica.
I love a good mojito. So, Kenya, she mentions that Marlo and Drew had an argument. Marlo gets defensive and denies being aggressive and standing over Drew.
Very offensive. You did not stand over Drew. You were sitting down up until you got
the fuck up,
and then you kind of came back.
It's almost like Friend Girl when we standing and you get in my face and you do this.
I don't.
You never done it, but I'm just saying, had you done that to me, it would be the same way.
Yeah.
You standing over me, bitch, because you're taller than me. And then you doing this
in my
face.
Yeah, it wasn't like the way that Drew, because we saw the conversation between Drew and Kenya. It wasn't the way that Drew made it seem, but it was. It was because of the energy of the whole conversation, period. However, Marlo was not standing up over you aggressive like she was going to beat your ass, like she attacked you. It was like, how the fuck you don't understand? And I would say she was probably only really in your face for maybe 5 minutes. You were standing up over her, really.
5 minutes.
We don't know how the camera works. Yeah, it wasn't that long. And she got the fuck on, right?
For me.
Mm-hmm.
For me.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody bigger than me.
Marlo 6'2".
Anybody bigger than me that gets in my face and screams in my face.
After you done dismissed me.
And does this in my face.
She dismissed her.
I do feel offended.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, we already talked about this on the last episode. So if you haven't watched it, please go back and watch the last episode.
Because we're not repeating it.
So Drew saying that, she felt offended and stood up over and this, that, and the third. I can understand why you feel that way.
I don't.
She don't. I understand why you feel that way. Short people, we get intimidated. You know what I'm saying? We get intimidated. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not really like that short. 5'4" ain't that short. This is average.
It's 5'2". She lying.
So,
You.
who? Me.
You. Okay, she 5'4". Us 6'2" folks don't know.
You
We
know
just
what I'm
know you're short.
So I understand why you feel that way, Drew. Marlo, you was aggressive. When you stood up and you got in her face and you yelled in her face, even if it was for 5 seconds. Because the security was in the frame at that point. Mm-hmm. They felt like some shit was going to pop off. You were aggressive. And it's okay to say, yes, I was very emotional. Maybe I got out of character. I don't remember how I was perceived. But, yeah, I did. And then they just said, because the security would have never got in if they didn't think that you was going to do some shit. Okay? So, yeah, Kenya, she's telling the lady. Go ahead, boo.
I say, Marlo, I'm right there with you. Because don't sit up there and poke the bear. And then when I get up and say I'm over this shit and say that on my motherfucking nephew, and then I got the fuck on, don't say I was aggressive because you said what you had to say and you triggered me. And I said what I need to say. However, I got the fuck on. You were not sitting down, Drew. You were standing up. It's not my fault that you motherfucking short.
She was.
I handled you how I could. And because you are short, I'm having to look down at you. That's not my fault.
But
that's not me.
My thing
that's
is,
not my fault.
My thing is Marlo started an issue.
She did.
Drew.
She did.
It did not start because of Drew.
I agree.
You just didn't like the way that Drew mentioned the whole shooting as an incident,
but it wasn't aggressive. It wasn't aggressive.
But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. That had how she said something, how she presented something while on camera. It should not have affected you. The person you mad at was Candy, so you should have addressed your issue with Candy.
I agree.
But because you knew Candy wasn't going to give you no motherfucking screen time, you decided to pick Drew. And that's why I feel like, Marlo, you were malicious in this fucking act. You were malicious in this.
You malicious scene? This whole season, clearly.
You chose Drew for this scene.
We need to be talking about Kenya, the way Kenya relayed the message. Because we did see.
Yeah.
And Kenya made it seem as if Marlo was, you did. Like, ultimately, it started off on Drew voicing her opinion. Marlo was sitting down for majority of the time. So the way that Kenya explained it, it wasn't as aggressive as Kenya explained it. I'll say that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with Marlo. Maybe you should have kept your fucking mouth closed.
That Kenya was gonna.
She's dramatic,
about
Yeah.
Just trying to tell everybody else about what was going on. But yeah, Sheree, she finds out that she didn't get a suite after winning this button contest.
Y'all in y'all motherfucking room.
At this point, Marlo calling you broke, Kenya.
Because she got an individual champagne. You wanted her to sit a bottle per room? I'm gonna need y'all to be grateful.
Marlo wanted the whole bottle. She said, this little shit for individual.
You better.
Where's my gift? She said, what's my gift?
Look, a gift would have been nice. I'm just gonna say that. You're gonna host me. I like gifts, but I'm not gonna cry about it. So
it's not that big of a deal.
It's really not. She didn't give you a gift. The gift is that I'm thinking she or Bravo paid for the trip. You didn't have to pay for the trip. That's your gift. Be thankful.
It gets down to them getting ready to go to this charity event where they were supposed to be raising money for both colleges, both HBCUs, and Mayetta comes downstairs in what Kenya called was a moonwalking club outfit.
She said, Mayetta, that is unacceptable.
I agree. I agree. Mayetta, you look cute, girl.
I did not like that jumpsuit.
The jumpsuit,
Like,
I just didn't think it fit for the occasion.
Exactly, it was unacceptable. I agree. For this, I agree. It was like we were going to the club. Had we been going to the club or going out to a park, something more recreational or something like that.
Yeah.
But a charity event, a cocktail hour. No, you wore a short jumpsuit, like jumpsuit with shorts. Girl, stop acting like you ain't got no money. Go find something else to put the fuck on.
So the ladies is downstairs in the Sprinter. They're waiting to leave. And at this point, Marlo, Sonya, and Mayetta are all still upstairs getting dressed.
Mm-hmm.
They decide to leave to go ahead and get to this event. They get to the event, and it's not what the ladies was expecting, okay?
At all. It wasn't an upscale at all.
It wasn't what I was expecting. The way that Kenya was explaining it,
right,
like leading up to the event, I did not expect for it to be this.
Me either, but had you just told me it was like a college charity event, I expect that. Yeah. I expected that. But for how Kenya boasted about it, nah, I expected
no. Everybody could have come.
Mayetta could have wore her disco ball.
She could have came in her club outfit.
She'd have been the most popular one in there.
You could have had some casual.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then maybe even just a little simple dress.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to do a dress for cocktail or whatever. But yeah, so it wasn't giving what it was supposed to be giving, Kenya, and that's on you.
It is.
Marlo, she attempts to do a bottle sparkler to let the people know that she and Sonya has arrived.
Marlo, you so fucking ghetto.
Marlo, you attention seeking.
Ghetto.
You attention seeking, and it's unfortunate that you're doing all this at your big ass age, and you taking care of these two motherfucking young men, and you coming out on national motherfucking television acting the way that you're acting.
That's how you acting.
It's a problem. Oh, honey, we ain't gonna go look for them right quick. We just gonna go get a bottle, and then we gonna come with the bottle sparklers so they'll know we the rocks, honey. Why?
This ain't the club.
It ain't your event, and it's not no damn club. If you coming there to support Kenya, like you said you was coming to do, you should have just walked the fuck in and looked for the people that you was looking for. Why you gotta make an entrance? You part of the reason why y'all got kicked the fuck out.
If you wanted to, oh shit.
So they got kicked out. They got kicked out of the event because people were more focused on them, the cameras, the pictures, the meet and greet, and they wasn't focused on the event.
Kenya, did you not tell them that you were going to have the camera crew? It's something in there that we don't know, because I feel like had you not let them know that you were going to have a camera crew, then y'all would not have just brought a camera crew. So I feel like you did probably mention, hey, it's going to be a camera crew. And I think whatever dean or whoever decided, oh, this is going to be good publicity, maybe we can get more money, get publicity for the schools or whatever. I don't think y'all allowed for it to get to the point to see what them being there, how that really could have benefited y'all. Because they got there, I didn't see no people in the colors. Like, I didn't see, like, I don't know what two schools we talking about at this point, but I didn't see nobody in no colors. I didn't see nobody on no mic saying, hey, we doing this.
No flyers, no pictures,
nothing.
Nothing. Y'all didn't say
like a regular club event.
The event.
Exactly.
I thought y'all supposed to be raising money for two schools.
What was the other school? Because I didn't see nothing that indicated the event for what it was supposed to be. So I don't understand why they got kicked. I mean, I get what y'all saying.
Because there definitely was a lot of people walking up. Oh, yeah, let me hug you. Can I take a picture? Talking to them like, these is motherfucking, is it D-list?
At this point, I don't think they're D-list anymore. Maybe C. I wouldn't put them on B. They're B in Atlanta and C in the world.
in general, these is some BCD list. BCD list.
Okay, now.
Celebrities.
Yes.
And so,
except Candy. That's A-list.
Candy wasn't there.
Candy
knew the
wasn't
push.
there. She wasn't there. I bet you they would kick your ass out. Had Candy been there.
Look, Kenya already told Candy what the event was gonna be about.
Candy
so
said,
Candy
nah.
said, I got some shit to do.
Okay, now.
And Kenya wasn't mad at it, right?
Yeah.
Because she knew this was some bullshit that Candy would not have appreciated, being bombarded by a whole lot of fans.
Right.
No security.
Right.
No private VIP section.
None of that.
No sitting areas. And they didn't have no motherfucking food for Candy either.
So, then. They went to the motherfucking college common area. That's where the fuck they was at. They was on campus or literally 2 minutes from campus.
Stop playing.
That's the loft. They went to the loft out there, motherfucking Albany. If you're from Albany and you know the loft, I don't even know if the loft is still open right now, but if you know the loft,
when
that's
they
said,
when they said ASU, I thought they were saying Albany State, but they were saying
Alabama State, yeah.
But at the end of the day, Kenya, you did not tell these ladies, or you did not tell the event planner.
Something was missing.
So even we thought it, and also on camera, your castmates saw it. So they said they was gonna go to your room and find out why they were kicked out and what's going on and who didn't know, because we didn't know. So we need some answers. They go up there, they knocking. And Marlo said, no, that ain't enough. So she starts kicking the motherfucking door.
You doing too much.
Don't kick my motherfucking door.
If I was Kenya, especially with my child in the motherfucking room, I would have came out that motherfucking door.
Kenya, she reached out like, get the fuck away from my door. My kid is in here. No, bitch, open up naked and all.
Period. Who the fuck want this issue? Because you got me fucked up thinking you finna approach my motherfucking door with my child here.
Yeah.
Point back in the period. Marlo, you did too fucking much. Now, I was on your side up until you banged on that motherfucking door. And that's when it became a motherfucking issue. And then after she told you that her child was in here, you still banged on the door like you didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You said, take Brooklyn somewhere else.
To another room.
And bring your ass out. Bitch, we got problems.
We definitely got a problem. Don't mention my child.
Purred.
You disrespecting me at my door. Purred. You drunk and loud and fucking obnoxious. Purred. Bitch, I'm naked. And you coming to my door on camera? Bitch, I'm coming out the door, titties out and everything.
I'm beating that
What's
ass.
up?
I'm beating that.
Because we got a problem.
We got a real problem.
This is a toddler. This ain't no big kid. This is a toddler.
She's like 3, 4, 5.
And you send her to another room like it's a motherfucking darky.
Like you don't know I'm a single parent out here.
Bitch, we got a problem.
Girl.
The way that Sheree popped away from that door,
everybody but Marlo left from the door. Maniela, she got her child and she got her. Fuck her child. This summer.
Why are you calling her summer? See,
go see a therapist. Because you're going through. You're going through. And you're going to fuck around, go through and get your ass beat.
This is why you got the charges you got.
Period.
Because
ain't that interesting? When you want to bring up expunging your motherfucking charges, that same energy that you had when you got your charges is coming back through. Maybe you need to keep your charges a little bit longer and learn something.
You need to learn something from your previous behaviors, because your previous behaviors are showing up in 2023 on camera.
I don't know. You don't
do that. If I was a neighbor of Kenya's, I would have called security on y'all.
Ain't no neighbors come outside.
Kenya says, I'm going to call the cops.
And do. Because your child is in here. And the way you aggressive right now.
It's a problem.
Marlo, that green.
Indeed.
I'm gonna need you to get rid of that. I'm gonna really need you to work on that and go see a therapist because that shit does not look
It's
good.
all over you.
Honey,
It's all over you.
It's annoying. It's
So,
not cute.
Y'all let us know what y'all think about this episode down below.
Yes.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow, dislike, okay?
And share.
And share.
Yes. On Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube.
Yup.
You can send us a Gmail if you want to.
Don't
do that because you could put that on the comment. We could have had a dialogue between the world. But you could, if you wanted to, send it on Gmail.
Let us know what y'all think about this episode down below.
All right.
Let us know how y'all feeling about our opinions. Sometimes we agree, sometimes we disagree, but it's okay. Y'all let us know what y'all feeling, and we're going to see y'all next time. Peace.